Okay, it's time for a new pickups video, and here's something a little different. Now, I travelled to my local B&Q, and while I was browsing around in the store, they were doing an early Black Friday deals, and I managed to pick up two really good items. The second item I will show you in a separate video, but I saw this little thing here, and it's of a toolbox, obviously, where you can put your tools and accessories and other things like that. Now, I had one. I do have one previously, which I bought a little cheap one from Wilco when they used to be around. Although the stores are coming back slowly nationwide, and the problem is obviously that when you start to accumulate new tools and accessories, you start to run out of space. And the current one I've got now is too small, and the actual lid itself is completely snapped off. Obviously, sometimes you get what you pay for. It's only a couple of quid, and again, as I said, it was tiny. So I was on the lookout for something where I could put all of my tools safely all in one place, and if I ever needed to go around the house or anywhere else, you've got one big unit to, put all your tools and accessories. And this was the perfect gem of an item to pick up. And again, as I said, in the Black Friday deal. Now, in B&Q, they were selling this item normally for $17.99, but in the Black Friday deal, it was $7.99, which I think is an absolute bargain. And I don't know if the pictures, well, the video, should I say, does the item any justice by how big the item is. It's quite big. Maybe if I can lift it a little bit, I don't know if you can see it in frame. You can see it's quite big. Now, I'm trying to think if I can put something in comparison. You know what? I might put a Blu-ray. So we've got the movie Heat here. You can see the definitive edition of those. They've re-released it again, and you can see by comparison, obviously most people have a Blu-ray display case or somewhere, and you can kind of see the size of how big the actual item is in comparison to the actual box itself. So it's actually quite big, and I'll show you the inside of it as well. It's got a little tray in it. We put the Blu-ray back, and it's got these really strong clips here. It's made by a company here called Stanley, which I've just put on just stuck on the name here. And obviously you can see a nice strong handle there, so it's gonna nothing's gonna tip out or break or fall out. And you've got the clips here, and I'll show it from that angle where you can see the depth of it. So again, I'll show you. I'll use another Blu-ray for once, being smart. My copy of the Superman movie collection, and you can see in terms of the actual depth. I can show you there, and the comparison and the actual height of it. So it's a little bit bigger than in terms of the height dimensions of a Blu-ray. I don't know, I've got a tape measure to hand so I can actually show you how big it actually is. Yeah, actually do. Always great to have a tape measure. We'll put this back into frame, which hopefully you'll be able to see. Now, lengthwise, so in centimeters, it's about see, make sure I've got the right part of it here. Lengthwise, it's about 47 centimeters in width. So so that's about 18.5 inches in length. In terms of the height, looking at about 25 centimeters. So in height, it's about 10 inches. And in terms of the width, it's a bit oblong here. It's about 7.5 inches, which works out as around 19 centimeters. So you've got a fair idea of how big the item is in terms of the actual dimensions and how big the actual item is. Now, if we turn this down here, you can see so the handle obviously says Stanley, that's debossed there, and you've got these two yellow little things here which actually do open up. So obviously don't want to break that. So you can see there that you've got two compartments here, and in terms of the depth of the compartments, get my trusty tape measure again. You're looking at about 2.5 centimeters. So it's just under an inch high. So I'm thinking that you could probably put screws in there, maybe even drill bits, maybe even a tape measure. You've got a really tiny one, maybe even batteries, whatever it is that you want to put in those compartments. And again, you've got two of them, and they're both exactly the same height and length. And then you'll see on this side, it's exactly the same as that side in terms of you can put items there or there. So that's really great, and that all clicks into place. And then you can see that nothing is kind of moving around. Again, as I said before, for something that's quite big, it's actually quite light. Obviously, until you put anything in it. And to open it up, you've got these metal clips here, and you just pull up there, and then you just pull down, and that's obviously with it open, and then you just open it up like so. And then, as you can see, it comes with a little tray here which you can hold, and that's great. You could put things like screwdrivers and any long objects in there, or files, whatever it is that you want to sit there and put in there. And then I can show you, because this box, the cover won't fold all the way back. That slides into place like so. Just really very easy to put it in there. And then you can see the depth of how big it is. So you can see it's going to be a bit dark, but you can see that you can put in a fair amount of stuff in there. So you could easily put like things like a hammer, maybe with those small little cordless screwdrivers, maybe even a drill, depending on how big it is. Things like a little junior hacksaw, and obviously those big saws. Those are not going to fit in there. It's gonna be a little bit too small. Although I do know that you probably can get something much bigger than that, but obviously the costs are expensive, and I don't know if there are bigger cases available that you can obviously which may be available or may not be available in the Black Friday deal. What I would say, if you do want something a little bit bigger, or maybe you don't have a B&Q near you, B&Q do have an online store which you can obviously type in Google and then find it and then order online, or click and collect, or obviously you have to pay for delivery for them to sit and do it. If you don't have, a B&Q store near you, most towns in the UK do have a B&Q. But yeah, this is handy. This is, for me, this is an absolute godsend in terms of the fact that obviously now I can put all my tools, whether it's the glues, my spanners, obviously if you need to do any car work or any stuff like that, screwdrivers, I've got screws, any bits and bobs, hammers and stuff like that, all in one place, and you know where to find everything, and it's all going to be safe from the elements. So obviously you won't have a fear of any of your particular metal accessories rusting or anything like that happening to your items, because obviously the last thing that you want is your things to be damaged by the outside elements and stuff like that. But again, this is absolutely, again, perfect for me. And again, I think for the in there, and it clicks back into place like so, as you can see. And for the size, I would say it's absolutely brilliant. So you can put your screws in this little tray here and still have all your heavy accessories in there. And obviously on the top here, you can put like maybe some your screw fixings inside it, or any small things like that. So everything's accessible in all the different compartments. But yeah, it's absolutely great. And if, again, as I said before, if you're, say, having to, you're going to travel around and do work at somebody else's house, maybe you're even a builder or even an electrician or whatever it is, this is the perfect thing to have. Again, it's tough. You have no fear that it's going to break. And then obviously you just, see if I make sure I'm in frame here, you just make sure you just click it back in there, and you get a nice hardy click in place. So I know that one isn't, sorry, I'm just making sure that this is down properly. So that's click back into place like so. So you know that, because the little fastenings I had on my old one were actually plastic, and that's what broke first, believe it or not. And then, wow, you really know that in comfort that you know that the clips are all going to be fairly secure and fastened into place. But yeah, and again, that's where you got the handle to pick the item up, so, as you can see there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this purchase. And again, if you're looking to look at keeping your tools in one place, I think this is absolutely really worth it at $7.99. When it was normally, I think, remember, as I said, it was $17.99, or it may be $15.99. Trying to check, but either way, it's for $7.99 for the Black Friday deal that they are selling this for. I do think it's absolutely worth it. And again, I know that this is going to last me for many years to come, in terms of keeping all my tools and all my accessories not only safe, but obviously keeping everything all in one place. So yeah, I'm really pleased about this purchase, and it's an absolute bargain and a godsend. So this is the Stanley Tool Box from B&Q, which is currently in their Black Friday deal. Anyway, I hope people found this video informative. Please feel free to share with your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I would highly appreciate that. That will allow people to find my YouTube channel and content. Now, this is because of the YouTube algorithms favour the bigger YouTubers, so their channel get advertised on the YouTube recommendation page. So it would be nice to get some new subscribers. And speaking of subscribers, again, also I was going to mention, if there's any questions you want to ask, then feel free to ask. Speaking of subscribers, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you want to see stuff like this with this when it comes to tools and gadgets, video game playthroughs, video game unboxings, Blu-ray and DVD unboxings. I've actually got some Blu-ray unboxings to upload that over some time, and actually got some to film. Also, my Blu-ray steelbook collection and Blu-ray steelbook pickups that I do from time to time. I also do clothing pickups when there's some good bargains around. You see me do some from JD Sports when they had their summer sale. Hopefully they'll do like a winter sale in their Boxer of January sale. And if they do some good deals, I'll showcase them on my channel. I also do food and drink reviews as well. So I'll keep a look at if you're into the stuff like that. I've even done some art where I've showcased some of these paints that I needed to repair on my Flash statue, which so far has gone really well for the first coat of paint. And they did a showcase in the short YouTube videos. They say human hair set of 3 paint brushes. Do you think what else I also do as well? Yes, comic book related stuff, where it's comic book stuff, old and new. I've done one at least mystery unboxing from Forbidden Planet. I've got the second to upload. You've seen the first comic that I've done that was part of the mystery unboxing, which was Absolute Batman issue 1 with the foil variant E cover. And I've got a couple more. There's plenty of more stuff to come up, and then it's the stuff like gadgets, and I've got some movie memorabilia that I want to sit there and do. Some containing one of my favorite movies of all time. So keep an eye out for that. So if you're into all those kind of things when it comes to comic books, as I said, old and new, graphic novels, art books, regarding video games and movies, this is the channel to be. So I've got tons of content to come throughout the coming weeks and months. Just before last Christmas, we hit 500 subs. A few months ago, we hit 600, and now we're over 700 strong now, plus strong, should I say. So a big thank you to all the subs, old and new. I really appreciate you guys to get me to where I am today and to the 700 plus mark. Hopefully we'll get to 800 again. Without you guys, the channel wouldn't be where it is today. So a big thank you to all of you who've subscribed and viewed my channel, and whether you're old or you've been with my channel for a long time, or maybe you've just recently subscribed, or maybe you're possibly going to subscribe. So a big thank you once again. I'm hoping to get to 800 soon. We're roughly nearly halfway there, pretty much. But I really do want to hit the 1,000 sub mark at some point, sooner rather than later. Obviously, that's probably maybe next year. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a little gift and get 1,000 before Christmas, but I doubt it somehow. I also live stream on Twitch, but I don't have regular set days due to things that I've got busy and private life, personal life, and other health issues. So there's lots of things, not being able to. I was going to have a fire alarm there, even though there's no fire. But anyway, right. So if you want to find me on Twitch, it's the same name as my YouTube name. Just add this 76 on there, and I'll leave the link for it in the description box. So I think so far we're on 44 followers. I'm hoping to get to 50 followers on YouTube, or even more than that. So the sky is the limit. Any videos that don't have copyright material now, I tend to export to YouTube anyway, because obviously when you're not affiliated, you only have a 2-week archive period when it comes to your streaming videos. Also, I do live stream on YouTube, but it's kind of rare that I do it there. But it's going to be mostly casual gaming, mostly things like sports games, beat you up, shoot about platform games, things like that. So nothing too kind of serious, like a proper video playthrough like I tend to do with the bigger games. So yeah, even if you do miss the live stream, the videos will be kept up after the stream is over. So even if you do miss the live streams, you can catch it at your heart's desire. So it's there. So even if you do miss it, don't sweat. You can watch it whenever you want, whether it's minutes later or even if it's a year later. They'll be up there. So I'm keeping a lookout in the rare occasion that I might live stream. Anyway, just leave it to say, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and I will speak to you again on my next video. Bye for now.